Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is John Gord, and today I would like to invite you into a learning experience. Today I'll be doing a quick documentary on the environmental condition of our home planet, the Earth. Now I would like to speak about the Earth. The Earth is about 4.5 billion years old and supports about 8.7 million different species of life. Today the Earth has a doctor's appointment, and we're going to take a look at the overall health of the Earth and the condition that it's in. In the last 100 years, mankind has had a greater effect on the Earth than ever before. We've had events take place in this last century that the Earth will always be scarred by. Some of these events include the beginning of the assembly line for the vehicle, the expansion of the automobile, we've had World War I, World War II, the Great Depression, we've had the space race, also the discovery of nuclear capability for weapons, the discovery for nuclear capability for power. Also, we've had the expansion of the oil industry and synthetic products. And also, we've had multiple accidents in the last 30 years that will never be forgotten on this planet. Some of those include the Chernobyl accident, also the Fukushima accident, and the Deepwater Horizons accident. These three events have created an everlasting effect on the planet with the mass amount of radiation and pollution that has been created by them. The next issue I'd like to discuss is our ever-growing population. Did you know that the Earth's population in the year 1900 was 1.7 billion people? In the year 1950 it was 2.6 billion people. In the year 2000 it was 6 billion people. That's tripling what it was 50 years ago. As of right now, the Earth's population is estimated at about 7.1 billion people. And what does that mean for the Earth? As of right now, we are using the Earth faster than it can replenish itself. That includes fossil fuels, water, and fertile land. Also, the more people we have right now, the more pollution is going into the atmosphere and causing more issues around the globe. As many of you may know, we are in a terrible habit of taking from the Earth and not giving back. And at this point in time, we are now taking from the Earth faster than the Earth can actually replenish itself. This is creating a vast variety of issues around the planet. Some of the issues include the destruction of the natural environment around us. The first issue I will discuss is the mining of fossil fuels and the damages it can cause. One of the methods that companies use to extract natural gas from the ground is fracking. Fracking is the process of pumping a mixture of water and some chemicals into the ground at extremely high pressure. This causes the gases inside the layers of the earth to react, and it gets forced up to the surface where it can be mined and turned into fuel. Some of you may wonder why this is so bad, and the reasons why it is so bad is the companies must use mass amounts of clean water and have it pumped into the ground with the chemicals. As this happens, it pollutes the water and also contaminates it and makes it undrinkable. There's also discussion that with the splitting of the bedrock, it causes the earth to become unstable and has been known to cause earthquakes and cause water tables in the area to be exposed to the contaminated water, and it has been known to make the water flammable. Please enjoy this clip that shows the contaminated water in somebody's tap as they set it on fire.
My water, and like I said, it is unpredictable, but the methane randomly travels with the water, and sometimes it will light quite spectacularly. Just like that.
Now, Chesapeake is going to say, well, there's natural occurring methane in the wells already. What do you have? What's your reply to a comment like that?
My reply is that their post-fracking test, their own, the methane tested 0.01 milligrams per liter, and since July of 2010, it has tested as high as 64 milligrams. So obviously something has changed. And usually you can, they say as long as it aerates, it's safe to drink, and usually you can see a little bit of gas just aerating out of there. That way you can see it or not. Sometimes you have to hold
I
it
can
just
see
right.
it. Yep.
The next topic I would like to talk about is the oil industry. Now, in the last 100 years, the oil industry has been expanding, and ever since then, the Earth has suffered from it. We've seen in South America rainforests get destroyed, we've seen rivers get polluted, we've even seen in our own home in Canada, we have seen northern parts of Alberta get destroyed by the tar sands. The Earth continues to suffer from this, and most likely will continue suffering from this. As we've seen in the Gulf of Mexico, huge ecosystems are getting destroyed. Would you believe me if I told you that the Gulf of Mexico oil spill could be seen from the International Space Station? Take a look. Now that I've talked about the situation we have going on the Earth right now, I'd like to talk about some solutions. This includes wind energy, solar energy, and hydro energy. Wind energy is in the form of a turbine. The wind spins the turbine, which spins the generator and turns it into power. Solar uses large panels which have photons in them. The sunlight powers the photons, and then the power is used into civilian use. And then we have hydro. Hydro is the harnessing of the Earth's power in its rivers and its tides, spinning a turbine, which essentially provides more power. Now, if we switch to these new power sources, we could reduce the effect of greenhouse gases on our planet. Also, we could slow and hopefully eventually stop the mining of the chemicals and the natural gas and the oil in the ground. Now, with this gone, we wouldn't have to worry about any water tables being polluted, or also any spills of oil in the Gulf of Mexico or in the oceans. So if we could switch to these powers, we could essentially slow and eventually save our planet from any intended doom we may have using these fossil fuels and unsafe energy sources. Now that you have seen the condition of our planet, I'd like to ask the question again. Is the Earth healthy? In my opinion, no. But in future business decisions that we make as a group and personal decisions, I hope that all of us will keep the Earth in mind. And remember that we will have kids and they will have kids, and we need an Earth that they can live on.